Hello and welcome to my shop. My name is Tracy Maxfield and this is Hammer Down Woodworking. Today we're going to be going over a few tools that I use quite often in my shop and that I hope that you will find useful in your shop. The first tool, if you call it a tool, that I'm going to show you is a blower, a mini blower. It's made by Performance Tools. This thing has an airflow of 75 plus mile per hour, 600 watts. The motor turns maximum around 16,000 RPMs. It runs on 120 volt. Has a real short cord on it, which what I normally do is just plug an extension cord in about middle ways of the shop when it's long enough to reach anywhere in the shop. And where this comes in real handy at is if you've got a lot of shavings you've been planing on your workbench, you can clear those off in just a second. Sawdust on your table saw, maybe you're shooting video or something of that, and you just want to clear that off for the video shot. This right here is very, very beneficial for that. I use it a lot. I've had this for about I don't know, maybe 2 months or so, and I use it all the time. And you can get this at Workshop Tools. I picked this up at a Workshop Tools store in Gatlinburg, Tennessee, and they also have them online. I'll leave a link in the description. They run right around $27. And there that is, and it's a great addition to the shop, even if you're just needing to clean up, or you're like I said, you're shooting videos or something of that nature and you just need the tabletop cleaned off or saw blown off for that next video shot for your video. The next item is a Little Wizard 2 metal detector. If you do your own milling or planing, joining, you're running rough sawn lumber, even if you buy it at a lumber yard, you never know what's going to be in there. Of course, it's not going to tell you if there's gravel in it, but it will tell you if there's metal in it up so deep. And we're going to do just a little bit of a test with this right here just to show you how this works. I hope you can see that. I got 3 boards laying here of 3 different thicknesses, and here's a washer, just a metal washer. Turn that on. This one is about 3/8 of an inch thick right in the middle of it. I don't know if you can tell that on camera or not. This piece is a cut off and it's thinner. It's about 1/4 on each side, and it's about 3/8 of an inch thick right in the middle of it. I'm going to lay this so that that washer is right under the center of that board. And this board is roughly around about a 1/2 inch thick. And this board is roughly around 3/4 of an inch thick. And you can get this on Amazon. I'll leave a link in the description. They're around $30 for this item right here, which is a lot cheaper than blades for a planer or joiner. All right, the next item I want to show you that I've got, and none of these are affiliated. I'm not affiliated with any of these at all. It's just, I just wanted to pass this information on to you. If it's something that you could find beneficial in your shop, all the better. This right here is a level. It's got a horizontal and a vertical level on it. It's made by Neotech. It's also got a protractor on it with an angle range from 0 to 225 degrees. Let me show you how this works. Okay, here's your horizontal and your vertical level. This overall length is 16 inches. It has a lock on it when you set your angle for it, that you can lock it on and off, and also a backlight, LCD backlight. And you can lock it to hold your angle also once you get it set. It runs on a 9-volt battery, and whatever you pull this out to, and you can lock your angle down. One of the things that, well, a couple of things that I have found real useful about this is that you can check your squares to see if you're like your framing squares and things of that nature. You can check them and see if they are actually square. And also, one of the things that I have found that this has helped me with is when I'm putting angles on chair backs, you can use this to kind of get an idea of your angle, lock it down, and then start working from that angle. And if you want to compare to another device that you've already got, let me slide this up. Let's just say 8.2. Once this is closed up, it always goes to 0. Another huge advantage to having this is if you're building something such as a staircase and you need the angles for your balusters and all that stuff, you can get that from this. You can also get angles in walls with it. See what you need to cut your baseboard or your crown molding and stuff at. And you can get this on Amazon. I'll leave a link to this one also in the description. They run around $30. It's a cheaper tool, but for 30 bucks, I'd rather have it than not. All right, and the last item I'm going to show you is Craig's Quick Set. This is a little bit more pricey than the other items that I've shown you, but this one is around 56 bucks on Amazon. But to me, they are money well worth it. I don't know if you have measure bars in your shop or whatever, but this comes with 7, and they range from 1/2 to 1/8 inch thick, and everything in between 7/16, 3/8, 5/16, 1/4, and 3/16 inch. And you get 3 different measuring devices with each one of these. They're all roughly around 1/4 of an inch thick, and they're made of aluminum. They also have holes inside of them to where if you need to mount them to a piece of material that you're working on to kind of eyeball or something other. But like this one is a 1/2 inch, you got a 1/2 inch here, you got a 1/2 inch here, and you got a 1/2 inch here. So you can actually measure the depth of your dados. You can measure the height of your groove or your blade setup. Measure your slots. It's a very versatile tool. I use them all the time setting up my routers and my table saw, and I'll give you an example of that. But you can set the height of your table saw blade, same situation for a router, setting your router bit. And this is long enough, if you take your 0 clearance or your throat plate out of your saw, this is long enough to reach all the way across, and that way you know that your blade is exactly what you're setting your blade. Put it right above your arbor. You can use these to set the height of your dado stack, and you can also check them. Use this to set your dado stack and check for accuracy to make sure that you're still on. Well, that'll do it for this one. I hope some of the information in this right here you found beneficial. That's the whole purpose of putting this video out, was just I'm not affiliated with any of these tool companies in any shape, form, or fashion. This is just stuff that I have in my shop, and I felt like they might help you too. I never see in any YouTube videos or anything anyone else using something of this nature unless they're just not recording that, and very well may be. You may have all this stuff in your shop. I use these quite often, especially this Craig Quick Set. And this blower. Anytime I'm shooting videos, unless I just get in a big way of working and forget, I'll try to keep the dust and stuff blown off, keep my shots as clean as possible, but we all know that they don't always go that way. But anyway, I hope that is helpful to you, and if you haven't already, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. If you like the content, go ahead and give me a thumbs up. And until next time, thanks for watching.